Hey, how's it going, kids? This is Dr. Callahan with week 17, Friday. Congratulations, you guys made it to the end of the week. Go ahead and pause the video and answer the following 3 questions for week 17, Friday's warm-up. That is really loud, so I'm going to go ahead and change this just a little bit. So stand by for a second. All right, so you guys need to turn over to your guided notes for week 17 or 17 Friday, which looks something like this. So week 17 Friday in your guided notes. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with this one. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the equations and the transformations of 4 different types of equations. So the first one that we talked about in this class, it was with quadratics. So if you have something that's like 2x minus 1 squared plus 5, okay? So the description of this transformation is going to be that you're going to go 5 up. The negative 1 means you're going to go 1 to the right side. And the positive 2 means that it's going to be a skinnier, happy face shaped graph. So let's try that. So let's go to 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 to the right, and it's a skinnier graph like this. All right, so the next one that we kind of went over was when it comes to absolute values. Okay, so if I have a negative 1 over 3, absolute value of x minus, let's do a plus 2, minus 4. So let's go ahead and describe that transformation. So that transformation is going to be 4 down, 2 to the left. And because it's a negative, it's going to be a sad face. And it is also smaller than 1, so it's going to be a wider. And it's also going to be V-shaped. So then that's a sad face, so it'll be an upside down V, like that. So go 4 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 to the left. And it's going to be a wider sad face. Okay, next thing we talked about was when it comes to cubed. So if I do something like negative x cubed, just like that, what is my equation going to be? What's the description? It is going to be starting at the origin, this is when it's positive. So if it's going to be a negative, you will have to reverse it like that. So graphing this, it's just going to be like this. All right, and the very last thing I'm going to talk about is going to be square roots. So we have a square root, let's say x plus 3 minus 3. So for this one, you're going to go 3 down, 3 to the left, and the shape of a square root is just like a little curve like that. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 to the left, and just like that. Okay, so now what I have you guys do is on a separate piece of paper, you are going to pick any of the 5 vocabulary words, Google them by the definition, and then draw me a picture of these 5 vocabs. So an example of that will look something like this. All right, so then your last thing you'll be doing is you're going to do a little bit of matching when it comes to square roots and cube roots. So these are the answers or the equations. I want you to match up these equations with the graph below. So let's take a look. So the first graph here, I can see that it's like a curve. So I know it's going to be dealing with the square root of x. And it looks like it's going 1, 2 to the right, and it's going 3 up. So plus 3 inside the square root, 2 to the right will mean it's going to be a plus or minus 2. So which equation here says y is equal to square root of x minus 2 plus 3? Oh, you know what? It's not 2, it's at 1. Just kidding. So minus 1 plus 3. Well, it's also, I noticed that it's like upside down because it's not going this way, it's going that way, so it's going to be a minus. And the only one that matches that is probably this one right here. So that is the equation to this first one. All right, you guys, as always, I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.